Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Daniel, I'm the one with the fat.
And my name's Brighton, and I'm the one with the hat.
And we're still playing X-Men Legends, and that's what is happening.
This is like episode 5, I think.
Yeah, it's episode 5.
Yeah. So how was your weekend, buddy?
Buddy, my weekend sucked. I filled it full of crap on my off weekend, and I'm very tired, and my calves feel like 2 giant bruises. So that feels great.
Nice.
How was your weekend?
Oh my god. So, I have a little tale for you about how my weekend was.
Please.
So, I told you a little bit about it. I didn't tell you everything. Once again, my curiosity had gotten the better of me.
As it always does.
Yeah. And weird stuff always happens whenever it does get the better of me. So I was with Corey.
Leg day.
Yeah, what?
No, sorry.
Oh. I was like, no, I don't work out. No, but I was with Corey, and you know the scooters that are in like Wichita and everything?
You mean like the ones where you get in like an app and you can like ride around?
Yeah.
And it's a total scam and they're following you and the government hates you.
No.
What?
No, it's fun. Shut up.
The government's following you around on your scooter, Brighton. Don't dig into their lies.
Well, let them. I will take on the government.
All right, cool.
Put that down on paper. I will take on the government.
Okay, so scooters, yes.
Oh yeah. So we went to Keeper of the Plains.
Ooh, okay.
And
for those, wait, hold on. For those, you should probably tell people who don't know what the Keeper of the Plains
Everybody
is.
knows what the Keeper of the Plains is.
Everybody,
right now. It's a place in Wichita.
Okay.
Anyway, so we went to Keeper of the Plains. We walk up, and this dude pops out of nowhere, and he's like, "Hey, would you guys mind listening to some Bible verses?"
Oh.
And under normal circumstances, I would have said no. But
as you do.
Yeah, but being with Corey, curiosity gets
Brighton,
like...
Wait.
What?
Forest fire.
Oh my
All
god.
right, continue. So you are safe to continue your tale.
But with Corey with me, the curiosity level amplifies.
As Corey always does.
Yeah, and so me and him just kind of look at each other and we're like, yeah, sure, why not? And so he starts going through it, and he's going into all these different details that, like, he's talking a lot about, like, end of days.
Forest fire.
That sort of thing. And
how morbid.
Yeah, right? And classic, like, naked dude with the sign hanging over his shoulders that the end of the world is coming. Like that sort of shit.
The end is nigh.
But he actually seemed
Cannot
like he knew what he
deny.
was talking about, so we stood there for like... No, like, I won't get into full detail about that because that'd take too long. But I'll just put it this way, he seemed like he knew what he was talking about.
I trust this man who's telling me the world's ending.
Slightly. Slightly trust this man. So after about an hour of talking to him...
Wait, forest fire!
Oh my god.
Continue.
But me and Corey were standing there with him, and he was like, well, we've actually got a service going on. It's not far from here. Would you guys, want to go?
Oh, no.
Under normal circumstances, I would have said no.
But, of course, you're with Corey.
But, of course, with Corey, I was like, yeah, sure, why not?
Why not?
And one of the things he was talking about was, like, because he was in the book of Revelation, he's like... He was like, when Jesus comes back, it says he's going to be in a different name. And somehow he had associated that with some island that was west of, like, South Korea.
Wait, what?
Hold on. Let me finish this.
All right, I'm going to level up.
And so he was like, oh, shit, what'd he say?
Tell your tale while I level up.
He was like, so, if you head straight east from this island, it would be in Korea. So his name could be something like On Song Hong, and everybody would, not believe that, because, he's not white.
He's not Jesus, he's not white.
Yeah, and I was like, well, I mean, he's got a good point. So, but anyway, so he, like, used that as an example, and, anyway.
Okay.
So, back to where we were at, when he was like, well, yeah, it's not far from here. And so we were like, sure. And, he goes, well, do you mind if I ride with you?
Oh, no, that's... Okay, hold on.
Okay, hold on. Let me finish this.
Is he using you as his religious Uber?
Maybe. Well, no, he goes to the church.
Right, but like...
I don't know. But anyway, so...
It's weird to invite people, then have them take you.
Well, yeah. But I mean, I don't know how he got there, but I was like, I'm not going to question it. I probably should have.
That's the completely wrong attitude.
That's
you should
one
always
of those...
question it.
Well, looking back on it now, yes, I see that. But anyway, so, and me and Corey, like, being together, I was like, no, I don't know, I'm not too worried about it.
It's Corey.
Yeah.
You and him could take on the world.
Yes. So, anyway, I open the back seat, and instantly I'm memorizing everything in the back seat to make sure this dude don't steal shit from me. So I let him in. We start going.
How judgmental of you, Brighton. He's a man of God.
Oh, shut up. It was in downtown Wichita. I'm not taking any chances.
Yeah, okay, valid.
But anyway, so we start heading there, and it's in like these side streets in downtown Wichita.
Okay.
And we're heading there, and there's all these warehouses along the sides and shit. And I'm like, I feel like we're not going to a church.
He's taking you to a secondary location.
Yeah. And he's just like, oh, you see that car up there? And I was like, yeah. He was like, pull up behind it.
Oh,
like,
hell
okay.
no.
So I pulled up behind it. There are 3 big ass dudes sitting there.
What the hell?
Mean mugging the shit out of us. And I was like, all right. I was like, we're probably going to get mugged.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, not even
You're not even joking me right now.
I'm not even joking. This absolutely happened.
Oh, God, that's terrifying.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it gets better.
Why am I changing team? Anyway,
I look over at Corey. He looks at me. And we instantly have this, like, telepathic talk of, like, we're going to fuck him up.
This is 3 guys. You two, I swear, when you get you two in a room...
We're kind of chaotic.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we hop out. I'm already, like, shaking loose, like, getting ready. Because I'm, like...
ready to learn about God.
Yeah. I'm going to teach these dudes about Jesus.
About to give you all a religious experience.
Yeah. But anyway, I hop out. And,
save game.
The dude that was riding with us is... We'll call him Jerry.
Okay. Jerry Seinfeld.
Jerry.
What is it about the What is it about the afterlife?
Do you kids want to learn about Jesus? But he like...
Blood of Christ? What's up with that?
But he hops out and he's like, hey, this
cutscene.
He's like, hey, this is Brighton and Corey. And
that's a tag.
They look at us and instantly at the flip of a switch, they were like, hey, how you doing? Hi, my name's this and that. And I was like...
What?
Yeah, it was weird. And so we shook their hands and everything, kind of confused. And then I look off to the side and the church is actually there. And I was like, oh, okay. So it's fine.
Wait.
So, okay, hold on. So we go inside. We're meeting, all these people are shaking our hands. It's super nice and everything. They even fed us tamales while we were there.
What?
Yeah, it was great. We're sitting.
I'm dying.
We go and sit down, and one of the deacons shows up, and he's basically going over all the same stuff that Jerry had gone over with us at the Keeper of the Plains.
No.
And so he's sitting there talking to us, and he's like, okay, well, the service is about to start. We don't really have any time for baptism beforehand, but we can get to you guys after that. And I was like, wait, hold on a sec.
When did you agree to be baptized?
I know. So I was like, I started thinking back to it, and Jerry had mentioned something about baptism. And I think it was one of those scenarios where I wasn't really listening, and I was like, sure, why not?
You really got to learn to pay attention. This is how you get inducted into cults, my friend.
Yeah. So
lightning strike.
Anyway, I was a little confused, and I still had this overwhelming sense of something's not right.
No.
Yeah, it was at this point I was like, something's not right.
This was oh god, this guy's stuck.
Oh my god.
It's all right, buddy. I'll put you out of your misery.
But anyway, so we get up there, we start sitting through the service and everything, and they're singing hymns and all of that, and Corey is like just kind of watching, like listening to everybody singing.
He's got his eye. He's got one eye open.
Yeah.
One eye on the Bible and one eye on my surroundings.
Yeah, and so I'm looking down at the hymn book, and
my third
I start reading something, and then that's when it kind of hit me that this isn't right.
Wait, what?
Because because as you know, like I'm Christian, so everything up until that point had kind of matched with my own beliefs as far as like Christianity and all that.
Okay.
It was at this point I realized, this isn't adding up. So through the hymn book, there was a verse. I don't remember exactly how it went, but it was something to the effect of "Forever we will worship Christ on Song Hong."
Wait, is this a North Korea splinter cell masquerading as a church? I'm so confused.
Yeah, I was really confused too, and so I was looking at it. I did a double take, and I was like, and Corey looked at me, and he was like, "Dude, what's wrong?" And I was like,
"What's wrong now?"
Look at this, and I showed him that. Or actually, I told him, I was like, "You remember how he said that Jesus' name could be On Song Hong when he comes back?" And he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "I was under the impression that was an example." And he was like, "Yeah, so was I." And I was like, "No, it wasn't."
He was being literal.
He was being serious.
Oh no.
Yeah, and then there was something that had to do with the mother. I didn't understand that at all. And I was like, and instantly I was like, as soon as I told Corey that, he was like, okay. He's like,
yes,
we'll write it out and we'll just see what happens. And
I'm
I'm like, oh shit! I was like, So I'm like, okay.
Throw them all over a cliff.
So I'm sitting there, like, trying to think, and I'm like, all right, let's go over what just happened. We talked to a dude about Bible verses, thought I was going to get mugged, and I'm about to get baptized in the name of Korean Jesus. It's like, I've got to think of a way out of this. And I'd also like to, like, just throw in there, the church was split up. All the guys were on one side, and all the women were on the other.
Oh,
and
that's
the women
never a
all
good
had, like,
sign.
veils over their heads and shit.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so I was already really confused.
I don't want to judge just, like,
No.
societal structures that do that. But also, they're not usually very polite to women. And so...
I don't know. They didn't seem disrespectful. Like, they were all really nice.
Well, they're not going to do it in front of your face.
Well,
like,
no, but...
Hey, the new guy, remember, don't be too disrespectful.
Anyway.
Anyway.
So, we were sitting through there, and the whole time that I'm trying to think of a way out of this, I can't hardly hear myself think, because the deacon guy, who never left our sides while we were there,
oh, God.
Was singing louder than everybody in that room.
Oh.
It was, like, almost screaming loud.
Was it good screaming loud?
No.
Oh, God!
Anyway, Corey ended up getting a text from his mom, and he was like...
Wait!
What?
They murdered me! They blew up the bridge and they murdered me!
Oh.
Garbage!
But, Corey got a...
Oh.
Did you just jump to your death?
What? She can fly!
Turn around. Wait, no, go back.
Yeah.
She's just laying there in the snow.
Oh, Ro.
Fucking ragdoll.
Oh. Sorry, darling.
Anyway, let me finish my story.
Letting you finish.
It's almost done. So, Corey got a text from his mom saying she was hurt, and he's like, "Oh, dude, we gotta go." And I was like, "Oh, okay, good." And so I was like, that was my way out. And so he told the deacon guy, he's like, "Hey, my mom's hurt. She's waiting on me to watch the kids. We gotta go." And he was like trying to talk us. He was like, "Well, the baptism doesn't take all that long." And he was like, No, like, she's hurt. We gotta go. And he was like, "All right, well, when are you guys gonna come back?" And I was like,
Hardcore
Yep.
never, my dude.
Mm-hmm. And so anyway, we ended up leaving. The minute that we got in the truck, Corey was like, "Yeah, my mom's not hurt. We just need to get out of here." I was like, "Thank God."
Oh, Corey, you beautiful genius.
So then he's like, "Well, do you still want to ride the scooters?" And I was like, "Sure." And he's like, "You want to go back to the Keeper of the Plains?" I was like, "Wait, won't they be back there?" He was like, "Nah, it'll be fine."
It's not going to be fine, is it?
Stop. So, went to the Keeper of the Plains, and we only got one scooter working.
Oh, no.
Tried riding it around, like, just around real quick. We
were you just
leave.
tandem scootering it?
One was working, but we were trying to get two so that way me and him could ride around.
Have I been here? Okay.
But we only got one.
Right.
So I rode it around because I've never ridden them. And a dude stopped me. He's like, "Hey, man." And I thought he was going to ask me about the scooter. So I stopped and I was like, "Yeah, what's up?" It instantly stopped because I realized it was 4 of the people from that same church.
Oh.
And they were like, "Hey, do you mind if we tell you about some Hey, you were at the service, weren't you?" And I was like, "Oh, shit."
Wait, did they just leave the service and then come back to it?
It wasn't the same people, but it was different people that had gone back.
I'm so confused about...
What are you swinging at, sir?
Sorry, that threw me off. But I'm about to throw him off.
He's like, "These goggles don't really help me all that
I'm
much."
gonna. It's just me and Storm now. Crap.
So anyway, I saw him and I was like looking for Corey frantically, and he comes running over. He was like calling me an idiot because I rode around the parking lot after he told me not to because they wouldn't work. And he like ran over and stopped dead in his tracks and like dead face. He was like, "Oh shit."
Oh god.
Because they saw him. He was like, "Dave, yeah, you were there too." And me and him were like, just looking at each other. And they were talking to us a little bit, and they were like, "When you guys gonna come back?" And we were like, "Yeah, just like trying to come up with something."
Well, the economy and gas prices.
The new politics. Yeah. But anyway, so Corey runs over to me. He's like, "Yeah, okay, we gotta get the fuck out of here now." And I was like, "Yeah." So he hopped in the truck and we ran away.
And that's the end of your story?
That is the end of my story. So, wow, that took a while to tell.
Let me summarize it before we end this episode.
Yeah.
You rode the scooters.
Barely. Maybe
joined a Korean cult.
No, I didn't join. I almost joined.
We're almost forced into joining a Korean cult.
Well, not really forced because I did unintentionally agree to it. But continue.
Almost joined Korean cults.
Yep. Not a cult. They were good people, but it was like...
Oh, cult people can be nice. That's usually how they get you.
Well, I don't want to make it seem like the impression of a cult.
What do you mean? They found you on the street.
Look, they didn't tell me about blood sacrifices or, anything
cult does
like
not
that.
necessarily... This is why I'm afraid of you joining a cult someday.
I'm not going to join a cult.
Yeah, you say that.
I'm not.
That's what all the cult joiners say first.
Shut up.
All right.
Oof.
We're going to end this episode on Brighton not joining a cult. Thanks for watching, guys.
Hey, guys. Bye.
Oh, Brighton.